This video provides an introduction to and an overview of the key operating features of the HTGmanager Lesson Observation module. The software is incredibly powerful but extremely easy to use. From the main menu, select Lesson Observation and the main Lesson Ob menu will appear. If you have configuration rights, then the configuration icon will appear in your menu, but otherwise you'll only see the first two icons. Click on Summary and HTGmanager will present to you a summary of all of the observations taken for the academic year so far. If users have been given access to the software, then My Observations will indicate the observations that have been taken on them during the current academic year. You'll see 4 columns there. The one with the blue star indicates those observations which are outstanding. The green button indicates those observations that are good. The yellow or amber button is those that are satisfactory or require improvement. The red indicates those observations that have been inadequate. If you click on one of those templates that's been, for example, the one that's been highlighted, the system will give you a summary of the observations of that type that have been taken, again, for the academic year so far. It provides information on who the observer was, what their role was, which teacher was being observed, the academic year and the subject being observed, and the overall grade. By clicking on any one of those lines, the system will be able to give you an individual report of that observation. It shows you the details of the section, the individual criteria, the judgment that was given, and the text associated with that judgment. There's space to the right hand side for any individual comments that were added during the observation. In the bottom left hand corner, clicking the Options button will give you the ability to produce a hard copy individual report of that observation. Alternatively, you can produce a PDF document that can be attached to an email and sent to the teacher concerned. The real power of the software is the analysis and the filter capability. There is no easier way to take a lesson observation than by using HTGmanager Lesson Ob. Having said that, the real power, having taken the observation, is in the ability to use that data and manipulate it and get out of it the information that you require. Every display automatically breaks down the observations in that display into their appropriate category, how many of these observations were outstanding, and the percentage of the display, how many were good, how many were satisfactory, etc. The Quick Links button gives you access to all of the key features of the software at any stage. The date range allows you to filter the observations taken by date. Do you want the current academic year? Do you want every observation for the last 3 years, the last 3 months, the last 3 weeks? The data can be filtered to suit your objectives. The real power of this display is in the Filter Results button at the bottom half of that column. You can filter the display by the observer, by the role, by the teacher, by the year, subject or grade, or any permutation of those. For example, give me a list of all the observations taken for English in years 7, 8 and 9, Key Stage 3, for the last 3 months. An HTGmanager will give you that information in seconds. The power is at your fingertips. Very simple, very, very powerful. The analysis option takes it one stage further. It breaks each observation type down into the performance associated with each criteria. So, for example, how many starter sections were inadequate, satisfactory or good, provided with the number and the percentage. And if you want to focus on one particular aspect, in this particular case the structure, those observations that contained outstanding elements associated with the structure of the lesson, you click on that number, it gives you the observations associated with that. So you can identify the teacher, you can match them with people who are perhaps less competent in that area. The information is real, is instant, and is at your fingertips at the click of a couple of mouse buttons.